We got him in.
Yeah.
We had a nice little battle with him. He doesn't know that he's only small. There's a little snag to the left. I think it's just a bit undercut. He just wanted to keep digging down in there, but listen, we've got him in the net. We'll get him sorted out. We are here. We're at Hawkhurst, just over 24 hours. It's the end of February, still a bit nippy, but this is a lake that I've fished a few times back in the day. Probably haven't been here for about 8 or 9 years, but it's great. Got here, seen fish jumping already. Another Swimbooker venue, so head over to the Swimbooker app. Little plug for Swimbooker. Yeah, I'm really confident. It's got a good stock of carp in here. 18 to 20 pounders, quite a few of them. They do go up to late 30s, I believe. Probably maybe a 40 even nowadays. There is some cats in here. The cats are starting to wake up. Hopefully we won't get plagued by them too much. But I know what I want to do. I know where I want to fish. Arguably we got one of the best pegs, peg 2 from history. I know this does really well. To the islands, to out of bounds. It's a 2-rod rule. Is it going to hinder us? Probably not. There's one other angler on the other side of the lake. Hopefully it stays like that for the rest of the day. Get the gear out of the van. I'll catch up in a bit. I don't think it's very deep here. It's about 4 or 5.
I thought it was shallow, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's about 4 or 5 foot deep. Yeah, that's something just off of that duck there as well, under that
Yeah.
island.
It might be the duck.
No, it's before the duck. It comes before the duck.
Okay.
So there's a few fish showing. Just saw an almighty bosh down onto the left-hand margin, and there's some serious fizzing out there. But I'm not going to get drawn to that corner. Somebody has to set it up there now anyway. But I don't want to get drawn to that corner, because although it's showing some signs, sun's meant to come up today. The out of bounds area always has the carp over there. They feed bread from the calf, so there's a constant flow of food or food source for them. And I feel potentially could be cats, potentially they're just waking up. And if it is carp, if you do catch one, it's definitely going to push them out. And we've got the open water, the main body of water in front of us, so we can react if we see something. But I've got a couple of spots that I really want to get some bait on, so let's get some more gear out, get the rods out.
Swan! Oh my god, he just dove straight on it. So I had to wobble there.
Thought we'd just have a little catch up. We're all set up now, the rods are out. Like I said before, it's a 2-rod rule on this lake, and I have fished it before. So I've got a little idea of how to approach it, the spots that I wanted to approach. We're only 2 anglers. I'm the 3rd angler fishing for the next 24 hours. So I'm in swim 2. I command that central piece of water between 2 islands. It's always done me well in the past. The bait choice. Now, you would have seen now I've used maize, a couple of reasons. One is the colour, and I've boiled it right down, so it's all split, opened up, all the sugars are coming out of it, so it's nice and sweet. But this lake is pretty uniform. There's not many features actually in the lake. The features are what you create, or the margins around the island. So I'm putting out some colour. It's probably half a kilo of maize out there on each spot. That might sound a lot to you guys, but when that drops down, flutters down, it's sitting in the water, it's really not that much. Rig wise, ever faithful Ronnie rig. One with a yellow pop-up and one with a pink wafter, a new barrel that we're trying out. What will work, I'm not sure. It's that time of year still cold, still winter. Me personally, I like to use colours in my bait. Although the solid bags with Match the Hatch has done me bites through the winter. Saying that, I've prepped some solid bags ready for later on today, but I'm going to hedge my bets on how to catch and what I've done in the past, so that's what I'm going to stick with for now. Still fish showing in the out of bounds, so I'll keep looking over there. I'm as close as I can be to that area, so that's pretty much what we're going to do. As I say, there's another one out there now. We got grass carp, we got cats, we got carp in this lake. We've seen some silverfish moving around, but all in all, I'm confident, I'm happy. We're on a good run at the moment, and I want that to continue. Target probably one, get a bite. Average size, probably about 18 pound in here. So that'd be a great start. And if we can get something bigger and work on that, brilliant. But that's it for now. Stick with the plan. We'll come back to you if we make any changes. So cold.
It's a bit cold.
Freezing.
It's gonna be chilly though, isn't it?
Sun goes down.
It's gonna be chilly. 0 degrees. Lovely. Bit of frost. Mm.
Yay, winter fishing. Love it.
Who doesn't love it?
I've got a heated sleeping bag, mate. I'll be roasty toasty.
Yeah, okay.
You on the other hand, probably going to freeze. When I get out with my 3 bites in the night, I don't want you crying that you're cold.
Well, I'm gonna have to get out and film them.
That's what I could probably play it from the sleeping bag because I am that close.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much it for this evening. Sun's going down. Not a lot's happened today, to be fair. There is a few fish showing in the out of bounds to the right of me. There's a bridge, an out of bounds rope, and there's a few carp. Saw a ghosty in there earlier. James saw a mirror in there. And I was saying about the average in here, it might have gone down a little bit because I just saw a 3-pounder jump, but it is literally a rod length away from where I positioned the rod that we moved earlier on a solid bag. Gone back to the old faithful tactics, bag, spice corn, barrel wafter, well gooed up in there with the spice corn glug, injecting the bag. That's done a few bites through my winter period. Hoping that comes good again now. Still got one out on the maize spot, tight to the island, where again fish have been showing all day. There's a guy over on the far bank. He's had a couple of fish. We're not sure what they are, whether grassy, small cats or carp. Can't really tell from there, but he's definitely had a couple of bites. We'll go into the evening, chuck some dinner on. A lot we've done when we was at Lovelace. Didn't think it was going to happen, and it did. So I'm going to hold on to that confidence. Still like to get 3 fish, but it's going to be around 0 tonight. It's going to get cold. But their fish were active, really active this morning, and hopefully they'll do that again, show himself and give himself away, and we'll be able to capitalise on that. Stay tuned. Always on point. Man, Carl, you're relentless.
It's Carl again, isn't it? Yeah. Of course it is.
Last minute change, repositioning, another solid bag. It's a 2-rod rule. It's really difficult because if you had a 3rd rod, you always say, I don't need a 3rd rod, blah 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 blah, but when you only got 2, boy do you want a 3rd rod to rove around a bit. So an opportunity's come up to go a bit longer. The out of bounds are still showing loads of fish bouncing out, but as close as we are, we're still a million miles away. So I'm going to send this one a little bit longer. I think we're the only ones on it tonight. So I'm going to go long into open water, past in between all the islands. I've seen a couple of fish near my spot now come out. They're feet away. It's the waiting game. A day angler's still here and he fishes it maybe a bit regular than we do. And he's still here, so he's got an hour before he goes. He hasn't had anything his side. I feel this in open water, as I did in the last video, one simple solid bag, spice corn done with a wafter with 4 mil injected into it of the matching glug. So hoping that's going to do the bite, but we'll see.
Just certified your bucket.
Am I?
No, I think it just the heat's changed the bucket.
Heats, yeah,
Yeah.
Just warm my maize up. Is this a new thing, cooking with Joff?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm already completing this on my own channel, but we'll go with it. Nothing fancy tonight, just 2 regular burgers. No onions, no cheese, because guess what? I've got to pick it up.
I've got cheese.
2 burgers.
These mozzarella.
2 burgers, early night, 3 bites through the night, and then a little laying in the morning, and then we'll wrap this up about 9 in the morning. Bosh. Video, drop the mic, done.
Is that the latest product, is it? The latest product. Cooking bucket.
Because someone makes something better, that's it.
Yeah. New car-based product. Cooking bucket.
These are going to be really cooked on the outside and really pink on the inside, but luckily I like them like that. So.
Yeah. Oh.
Fish Bosh?
Really? Where?
Out of bounds.
Yeah, of course it is. It's always out of bounds.
Oh, we had three little knocks on it in the last 20
Yeah.
minutes. Checked every time, bobbin hasn't moved. That last time, just poked my head out, torch on it, bobbin slammed up, rod tip was round, and we are into our first fish. Patience paid off. We had a little reposition on this one, didn't we? A little refresh.
Put it a bit more closer to the out of bounds.
Yeah, we literally risked it. We put it literally on the out of bounds line. The fish are up there. We're just trying to tease them out. So I don't think it's very big, but
God, I'm shaking.
I can't believe how cold it is.
Yeah.
We only went to bed, what, an hour ago? Was it 9 o'clock?
Yeah. Is he in?
Yeah, he's in. Oh, that was hard work. He was harder work than we wanted, right? We got him in.
Yeah.
We had a nice little battle with him. He doesn't know that he's only small. There's a little snag to the left. I think it's just a bit undercut. He just wanted to keep digging down in there, but listen, we've got him in the net. We'll get him sorted out. It's minuses. The frost has hit already. This fish is absolutely freezing holding it. I did a couple of little single beeps. Check the bobbin every time in the last sort of 20 minutes before the bite. The third time, it was a little bit different. The bobbin had gone to the top of the rods. The rod was bent round a little bit, but the indication, it wasn't moving, it was just there sitting there. And that comes from a move. We moved closer to the line than the out of bounds. But I'm surprised, he's gone just 20 pound dead on the scales. I thought he was going to be a lot smaller. Behave. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller. The fight, it gave me a little fight under the rod tips, kept trying to get down to the snag, but that is a right touch. That come off the maize with a yellow pop up on the Ronnie. Spice corn, obviously, infused. Everything's spice corn with me at the moment. Absolutely in love with the spice corn. But that is a reward for a bit of persevering on a spot. And I knew it'd come good, and I still rate the solid bag that's out there. So there you go, £20 common. Another reward. That's 3 cold winter sessions, 3 20-pounders. I'm on a bit of a roll with these. I'd like to get another one, but there it is. Let's slide this one back. It's freezing cold. Get the rod back out and warm up.
Well done.
That'll do, mate. That'll do. Yeah. Another 20-pounder.
Was you cold last night, James?
It was a bit cold.
I mean, it is a bit cold, but I'm lovely and toasty in my heated sleeping bag. Problem is, I'm not getting out, so yeah, you can do all the filming, mate. Just shout me when you're ready.
Look at that.
What, that mess or the
Yeah,
cold?
and the frozen. Oh my god.
It was cold.
Yeah, it's pretty cold. It begs the question, are we crazy?
It's worth it though, James, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We nicked one, so it's worth it.
I still can't believe that was a 20.
Honestly, I thought it was the smallest fish when I was playing it. It didn't do a lot, but... And then when it popped up in the net and we're like, oh, all right, it's better than we thought. And then we lifted it out and went, oh, actually, it's definitely better than we thought.
Oh.
But another winter 20 under the belt. Another win for Spice Corn. Bosh.
Gosh.
that's a wrap. Our 24-hour session at Hawkhurst Fish Farm has come to an end. I was a bit cocky at the beginning. I said I wanted 3 bites, but I've had one, as you've seen, a 20-pound common on the baited spot. I'm happy with that. It's the end of February, it's midwinter still. Got down to -1 or 2 last night, absolutely frozen solid. Bites a droner. Today, this morning, it is not like it was the day we arrived. There's no fish jumping. There's fish up here still in the out of bounds area, but they're not bouncing out, they're not showing themselves. A few other guys have turned up this morning on the lake, so we've called it a day. But I'll take that 20-pounder. That's another 20-pounder for the video in the winter session. Spice corn for the win with the maize. Bosh, done. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to our channel, keep watching our content, and we'll see you in the next video.